Hey folks, this is Gabe, Security Baron. Do you want to have remote control of the power that goes to your devices no matter where you happen to be in the world? We may have just a solution for you today in our review of the Amazon Smart Plug. In today's review of the Amazon Smart Plug, I'm going to go over some pros and cons, its design, its feature set, the installation process before diving into its mobile application, the Amazon Alexa app, to make sure you have all the information you need to know to make the right decision. If you want to see a list of our favorite smart plugs, Google Security Baron Best Smart Plugs. If you have a question about today's review, leave us a comment and I'll get back to you. Let's kick off today's review of the Amazon Smart Plug, going over a few pros and cons, beginning with the pros. It is immediately integrated into your Amazon Alexa, so you'll be able to use your voice and that virtual assistant controller from a minute in. So that's a really important element. Another one is that you can actually stack these smart plugs. If you have a traditional outlet with those 2 3-pronged spaces, you should be able to stack both of your Amazon Smart Plugs on top of one another and use it. Now, when it comes to cons, while Amazon Alexa does give you a lot of capabilities, it is not the most intuitive app, in my opinion, when it comes to the Amazon Smart Plug. Because there are so many things one can do in the app, generally, it doesn't make for the quickest and most convenient experience of setting up schedules or things of that nature right inside of the app. So now that we've gone over the pros and cons for the Amazon Smart Plug, let's check out its design. Now, there's a clean white aesthetic. You see at the top, it has this Amazon logo, which is pretty subtle. On the front, you have the ability to put in both 2 and 3-pronged devices, and you have this indicator light that will be blue when in use or when being set up. Now, on the side of the device, you have this physical button. This allows you to control it, just manually in case something's going wrong with your mobile device or you can't control it with your voice or anything of that nature, which is something really useful to have. And on the back, you have 3 prongs, which will go into your traditional outlets. Now, generally, you have 2 spaces for 3-pronged devices, and fortunately, this device is stackable. It is thin enough that you can place 2 of these Amazon Smart Plugs on top of one another without having to worry about sacrificing space. So overall, I have to state that I do appreciate the design on Amazon's first foray into the smart plug market. Whoa, hold on. I hope you're enjoying today's review of the Amazon Smart Plug. If you want to be kept up to date on the newest in smart plugs, smart home security, cybersecurity, and more, subscribe to our channel, Security Baron. We're dropping new hot content weekly. All right, let's get back to the video. So now that we've gone over the pros and cons and the design on the Amazon Smart Plug, let's talk about its feature set, with a primary functionality being, of course, that remote ability to control it. So I can be anywhere in the world as long as I have access to my Amazon Alexa app. I can turn things on and off. Any appliance that I have connected to this smart plug will turn off at the tap of a button. So it's really useful when you're worried, did I actually turn off my iron this morning after I ironed my shirt to go to work? I'm not certain, don't want to burn the house down. Well, boom, I tap, I know it's off. No electric current going to that device. Now, I think the second element that people are looking for when it comes to a smart plug is that voice control. Sometimes you just want to walk into a room and be able to control things. We all like that sense of power. And in terms of the Amazon Smart Plug, you get it when it comes to Amazon Alexa. You immediately integrate it into your Amazon Alexa app, which means that any Amazon Echo Show, Echo Dot, just Alexa enabled speaker in your home can help you control the smart plug. You can say, turn off Amazon Smart Plug, turn it on. Regardless, you're gonna have that control and be able to make sure things are working the way you want to without even going into your mobile device. Now, another element of the Amazon Alexa app that really brings out the capabilities of the Amazon Smart Plug is routines. Now, with routines, you have the ability to get a lot more out of your Amazon Smart Plug, and that works in 2 functions. You can set up a schedule in routines that has your Amazon Smart Plug turn off, for example, every night at 10 o'clock to help remind you to go to bed. Additionally, when it comes to home automation, you can actually place your smart plug in a group. And if you place it in that group, then it will turn on or off as designated. So if I have a room in which I want everything to come on at the same time, I place that Amazon Smart Plug in that group, and then I can just hit for that group to turn on, and then that entire process will begin. I can have it all turn on or turn off based on grouping. So when it comes to schedules and groups, you're really able to get a lot more when it comes to home automation with your Amazon Smart Plug and the Amazon Alexa app. So overall, I do think you get some solid features out of your Amazon Smart Plug. So now let's talk about the installation process for your Amazon Smart Plug, and it could not be easier. In terms of setting it up, it's straightforward. You're gonna take out your Amazon Smart Plug, plug it into an outlet, go into your Amazon Alexa app, go to Add Device. When you hit Add Device, it's gonna ask you what type. And you're gonna say a plug, and then they'll say from who, and you say from Amazon. And then they'll ask you to scan the 2D barcode that comes in your box. You'll scan that barcode, it'll look for it for a moment, and then boom, you're set up, you're ready to go. You can rename your smart plug, you can decide which groups to put it in, but overall, it's gonna take you no time at all to have it set up. Now that we have our Amazon Smart Plug installed, let's go ahead and check out its mobile application, the Amazon Alexa app. This is where you're going to be interfacing with your device, setting up your device, and just, turning things on and off. Fortunately, people seem to be enjoying that experience. In the Google Play Store, it has a 3.9 out of 5-star rating, and in the Apple App Store, it has a 4.5 out of 5-star rating. So let's go ahead and check it out in my iPhone 7 Plus. Here I am checking out the Amazon Smart Plug in the Amazon Alexa app. So let's go ahead and check out that primary function of being able to turn this plug on and off from wherever I am in the world. So I go to plugs at the top, I tap on off where it says first plug, which I've named my Amazon Alexa, or rather my Amazon Smart Plug, and boom. There it's turned off. I've removed the current. The bulb is done for. You heard the mechanical click letting me know that that's gone down. And I can go ahead and tap again and boom, we're back at it. It's pretty great that I have the ability to control the Amazon Smart Plug from anywhere in the world with just the tap of my finger. But of course, a great pull, a great draw for the Amazon Smart Plug is the fact that it integrates with so many Amazon Virtual Assistant enabled devices, so I can just use my voice to control them, like so. Turn off first plug. Voila. Here now, you heard the mechanical click. I was able to turn it off and therefore turn off my bulb just using my voice. And I can use that same voice assistant technology to turn it back on. So I can say, turn on first plug. Let there be light. So that's a really cool and easy feature for the Amazon Smart Plug. But let's check out some of the other capabilities like grouping. You'll note here that I have just named a room Amazon Room, and there I have my plug. So if I go into Amazon Room right now, there's just one plug. I can decide to turn them all on or all off. If I hit all off, you'll see it turns off, or all on. And the thing is, I can add a number of different Amazon devices to this group. So I could have multiple plugs. I could have first, second, third, fourth Amazon plugs, plug them up around my house and have them work in conjunction. Or I could just name separate groups for separate Amazon Smart Plugs and use them in that fashion. So it really gives you the ability to control a number of devices with just one button or just one command using that voice assistant technology. And let's go ahead and check out some of the other capabilities like scheduling. If I go into the upper left-hand corner in the Amazon Alexa app, you'll note that you get a number of options like add device, reminders and alarms, but we want to go to routines. And in routines, you'll note that I already have a few established, like weekdays at 7:50, Sunday at 10:07. And these are just times in which I've decided I want my Amazon Smart Plug to come on or off. So the way I set that up is I go to the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. Then I go to when this happens. And let's say I go to schedule in the upper right-hand corner. And at the time, let's say 10 p.m., or 10:35 p.m., I need to start going to bed. I hit select, and then I say every weekday, and I go to done, and then I hit next. And now what is the action that I want to take place? That's the next question they ask you when you're setting up your routine. There are a lot of things you can set up using the Amazon app, but we're gonna go to Smart Home, all devices, and we're gonna find that first plug, which we've named our Amazon Smart Plug. And here I want it to turn off. So this means every weekday at 10 p.m. it'll turn off. It'll be a visual reminder that, hey, you need to start your process for getting ready to go to bed. So I hit next and boom. Now I've created this routine. And so now you see this routine for weekdays at 10:35, my first plug will go off. And you can do the same thing for a number of devices in one group. And that's a really useful element of the Amazon app as it pertains to the Amazon Smart Plug. So that's our look at the Amazon Smart Plug in the Amazon Alexa mobile application. And you'll know that we get some pretty important core functionality out of the mobile application, but because it is such a broad app that covers thousands of devices, it may not be the most intuitive and convenient when it comes to a relatively simple device like a smart plug. All right, we've come a long way with our Amazon Smart Plug, and you're saying, hey Gabe, come on, be real with me, is this the right one for me? And I'll say this, if you're looking for a smart plug that is easy to set up, a smart plug that's going to integrate really well with your Amazon ecosystem in terms of controlling it remotely or controlling it with your voice, then look no further than the Amazon Smart Plug. However, if you're someone looking, for the most affordable smart plug option, or one that's going to be super intuitive in terms of scheduling, then you may want to look somewhere else. But overall, I personally think that at $24.99, the Amazon Smart Plug is a solid contender for anyone trying to get into the smart plug game. So that concludes our review of the Amazon Smart Plug. If you appreciated today's video, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. As always, this is Gabe at Security. Be secure.